All right, GST. What is GST? GST is, in this case, at the moment, 15% of the income that you pay towards goods and services. You have two types, just to keep it short. You have before GST, an amount, and this is the tax that you pay to the government when you sell something. So you got to charge GST and you got to give the government an amount because you're in the country living here. You pay tax, and the government takes the tax, and he or she uses your tax to take care of the country. So whenever you make money, you got to give them something. So you give them 15% of goods and services. So before GST and after GST. Now, I want you to remember the following. If I convert any percentage into a multiplier, in this case 0.15, becoming a multiplier will become 1.15. And that's a way to increase or decrease an amount. Now, if I want to go from before GST to after GST, I have to multiply it by 1.15. And when I want to go from after GST back to before GST, I want to remove the GST, which is divide by 1.15. So an example like this: calculate the cost of a phone after GST if its cost before GST is given at $10,000. A $10,000 phone, so you know $10,000 is the before GST amount, so we multiply it to get to the after GST by 1.15. And so 10,000 1 2 3 multiplied by 1.15 comes to $11,500, and this is now including GST or after GST. This is excluding GST or before GST. Now remember, if I want to go back there, I simply divide and go backwards. All right, so the main idea behind GST is that concept of having 1.15 there. All right, this question says, in Australia, we have GST of 10% on the cost of goods and services. If an item needs to have the GST added to it and starts off as being $357, what is the dollar GST amount that we need to add on? All right, so remember we got before GST, right? We've always got before GST is added on, and we've got after GST is added on as well. Now they're saying it's 10%. Now I don't think it's 10%, but let's say if it was 10%, then what does my multiplier look like? My multiplier will be 0.1 plus 1. That's 10% plus 1, which is 1.1. To go after GST, we multiply by 1.1. To go before GST, we divide by 1.1. If an item needs to have GST added to it, it starts off as being 357. What is the dollar GST amount that we need to add? So we're going to multiply this by 1.1 first. This question is not actually asking us for the after GST amount. What they're asking us is what is the amount that we have added to get there. So we're going to take the final amount, 392.7. We're going to minus 357, and that will come to $35.7, and that is the GST amount that we need to add to get there. So if I take $357, which is before GST or excluding GST, and then I add 35.7, then it'll come to 392.7, which is including GST now, and that's the amount that I've added. And that's what you'll find in an invoice whenever you get invoiced. So the GST amount is different from GST. So we have excluding GST multiplied by, let's say, 1.15 equals including GST. And the GST amount is given by taking the including GST and subtracting it from the excluding GST. So if you get asked for two types of questions, the first one excluding and including, the second one the GST amount. And remember, this can also be written as excluding GST is equal to including GST divided by 1.15 from there.